Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about misconceptions about POTS, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. If you do not know what this is, I do have another video on my channel explaining exactly what POTS is. But let's get right into the video. So first one is, everybody with POTS faints or passes out. Not everybody with POTS will pass out. Some just go into pre-syncope or they will collapse, but not everybody does pass out. However, some people do pass out daily, once in a blue moon, or multiple times a day. So it really depends on the person. Another one is, the only time people with POTS feel symptoms are when they stand up. People with POTS can feel symptoms when sitting, when standing, when walking, and when doing normal daily activities. Some of us even can have some symptoms when just laying down. But most of the time, laying down or putting our feet up can relieve the symptoms. The next one is, you will grow out of POTS. This is most misconception with teenagers. Not all teenagers will grow out of their POTS. Some people do, however, grow out of their POTS, but others don't. Some people's POTS gets worse, and some people's POTS does get better, but not everybody will grow out of it. Another one is, deconditioning is what caused your POTS. Other words, a period of time that you did not work out or were not moving enough is what caused your POTS. This puts the blame back on the POTS patient, and a lot of times, a lot of people who have it were very, very active up until the time of their diagnosis. In my case, I was working out every single day, and I was a hiker. I absolutely enjoyed going on walks and hiking and working out and everything like that. And I actually did have a doctor tell me this. The next one is, POTS is solely just a cardiac and heart/blood pressure condition, and it's not. POTS is a malfunction of the autonomic nervous system, which is what controls your heart rate, your blood pressure, your breathing, your digestion. You can look up the list of things that section of your brain does control, and the list goes on. So it's everything you do not consciously think about is what your autonomic system controls. The next one is, POTS can be managed just by eating a lot of salt and drinking a lot of water. This is incorrect, because some people with POTS also have digestive system issues. So some of us can't actually drink enough water because it will hurt our digestive system. And other people with the salt intake can make them really, really bloated and swell up, and it's not always fun. Another thing is, sometimes we're not even going to absorb the salt or water. Actually, the majority of it we're not going to absorb. And you can't solely just rely on the salt and water. Now, yes, it can help, and it's a good place to start off with, but you can't normally just do those two things. The next one is, winter is better than summer. This is partially true. For some people, winter is better than summer because it's not hot and the heat makes your blood vessels get bigger and calls for more blood pooling and makes your heart rate go up higher and cause more and more episodes and make you feel worse. But for a lot of people with POTS, they also have another form of dysautonomia, and a lot of times winter can also be hard because you're wearing tons and tons of layers of clothing, and people with POTS don't regulate temperatures, so all those layers of clothing or temperatures, our body can't regulate them, so then we end up being really, really cold and then really, really hot and then back and forth all the time. So some people don't think that winter is better. Personally, I really don't like the summer, and I like fall because fall's the in-between, and I like being able to sit outside for a little bit longer. The next one is POTS is rare. POTS is not rare. POTS is actually very, very common. The reason why this misconception came up was people thought that it was rare because it was just rarely diagnosed. Lots of people were living with it and went untreated because nobody knew what to look for in the diagnosis. So now that doctors are knowing and understanding POTS better and better, they're being able to diagnose more people, and we're seeing now that it's been around and just nobody knew about it, and it's actually very, very common. The next thing is there's only one type of POTS. There's actually multiple types of POTS, and there can be different causes to them. Now, we don't necessarily know what causes every single type of POTS, and they won't always know what caused your specific POTS, but there is more than just one type. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.